Yo, what's going on, guys? Ben Simmons here, all 6'10", 230 pounds, me. 5'8", 200 and, something pounds, bro. I mean, who's counting, right? Who's counting? It doesn't matter. For today's video, we got 6 roster update, NBA 2K20 by Bat Gaming. Always the man, always the plug when it comes to roster updates. So go subscribe to his channel, guys. Link in the description below. And, yeah, 6 roster update, plain and simple. So let's see what's going on these days with 2K.
This video started
who
with
deserves
the
it, who doesn't.
Philadelphia 76ers as always. First off, Ben Simmons +1.
L should be +2, +3. Should be in the 90s. He should be in the 90s right now, the way he's been playing.
The reason why I get to +1, and honestly, he might even need to get more.
I think
are
more.
changing that much. He's actually averaging more assists than last year. But the thing that matters more than anything is that Joel Embiid was missing a couple games from injury, and Ben Simmons stepped up and for almost every single game was either the leading scorer or probably the best player on the team.
And his overall defense.
And they were winning a good amount of those games too. So he really was able to carry this team even without Joel Embiid, and that's why he got an upgrade for this team. For the Bucks, the only change is Ersan Ilyasova.
Okay.
Nobody changed at all. I thought they could have increased Chris
maybe?
Middleton because Chris Middleton just got like a 49-point game, I think, or almost a 50-point game. Yeah, he got like a 51-point game.
Yeah, I think it was 50, yeah.
That was probably honoring Kobe.
Should be an 88.
That was the day or the day after. I feel like he could have got at least a +1 or even +2 upgrade, but he stays at the same. The only upgrade they got was Ersan Ilyasova, which was -1.
Yeah, Middleton
The
needs to
next
go up
team
for
is
sure.
the Chicago Bulls, and that is Zach LaVine +1.
Needs to go +3.
Zach LaVine is actually, so this team's actually been winning a lot more games lately, and they're trying to make a playoff push. There's a team that right now is the AC, which we'll talk about in a second. That's kind of.
It seems like every single time I see Zach LaVine's name, it's always saying something like, yeah, Zach LaVine just dropped like 47 points and just led the Bulls back. Zach LaVine just dropped 9 threes. It just seems like this kid's always doing something.
Falling down.
He's always doing something.
And the Bulls might sneak a playoff run, and Zach LaVine has been the reason. 25 points a game. That's actually a lot, man. That's crazy. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's doing much better than last year. Maybe the field goal percentage is a little worse, but still, I mean, 25 points a game.
Yeah, 44 ain't nothing to
somehow
be mad about.
Better than last year, and last year was really good too. Lauri Markkanen goes down 1 to an 80 overall. He's been kind of teeter-tottering, 81, 80. He's going to be fine. Again, he's only 22 years old. He's kind of.
I think he's out for like 5 weeks now.
I mean, 15 points a game on pretty bad field goal percentage for a power forward, but his 3-point field goal percentage is pretty good. I feel like he'll be fine. He just needs to stay healthy, and he'll be fine. Thaddeus Young also goes +1 from a 75 to a 76.
He gonna get traded.
Is the Cleveland
Thaddeus is
Cavaliers.
gone.
The only change is Dante Exum from a 76 to a 74.
Maybe the Clips.
Another player is kind of like teeter-tottering, 75. When he was traded to the Cavs from the Jazz, he got an immediate increase to 76, and then he goes back down to 74. He's averaging almost 4.3 points per game, 1.7 rebounds, 1 assist on pretty decent field goal.
I'm happy he's getting a chance.
Not playing a lot of minutes, I'm assuming. Only 13,
chance.
almost 14 minutes a game. Yeah, he's just doing okay for the team. This team's not really doing great, so not really a lot of changes for them. For the Boston Celtics, Gordon Hayward -1.
Really?
I mean, can I be real with you guys? In my opinion, I thought he shouldn't have gotten a downgrade. I feel like he's been doing fine. His consistency may not be there, but it's way
he's not playing
better than
bad.
last year's. And I feel like if anything, the past couple of games, he's been pretty okay.
Wait, so Gordon Hayward going down and Tatum and Brown not going up at all? Like, that damn playing like all-stars over there. I mean, I guess, yeah, you can't be higher than Kemba Walker, but I would say that Jalen needs to be the same rating as Jason.
So, I feel like he should have stayed at an 83, but they downgraded him to an 82. If anything, he's had
He's
a
up to
pretty
an
good
80.
comeback from a pretty nasty injury, having a bad season to now averaging 17 a game.
Yeah, look at the efficiency.
Really good field goal percentage, like 52% is really, really good, guys. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Like, he's been doing a really good job, and if anything, we should praise him. Daniel Tice goes +1 from a 79
I always
to
call
an
him
80,
Daniel
joining
the
the 80 overall club for the first time in his career. Now that Al Horford isn't on the team anymore, he's kind of had to like fill that void.
He's been decent.
Play make very well, but he's a good defender, gets rebounds, gets points, and is the starting center for the team.
Got you the 3 better
for Daniel Tice. For the Clippers, believe it or not, no change at all. Not a single person got a rating change.
Paul George
for
only
this
a 91.
team. You could argue Kawhi Leonard deserves one. He has been, what is he doing? 27.4 points per game.
Yeah, triple-double the other day, too.
On 5 assists a game. For a dude that everybody complained that he wasn't a really good playmaker, 5 assists a game is really, really good for him. And he's obviously one of, if not the best perimeter defender in the NBA right now. I think he should be a 97 overall. I think he's back in the MVP conversation, but that's just my opinion. For the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. goes +1.
Give Ja 87.
And then also Dylan Brooks +1 as well.
Sharpshooter.
Everybody on this team deserves upgrades, in my opinion. They have been winning and winning and winning, and now they're in a playoff spot. And if they continue this, John Morant's gonna... I mean, John Morant's already obviously Rookie of the Year. For a team that had zero business playing in the playoffs.
I am wondering, it's no doubt Ja gets it. And, Zion, I don't think he's going to have a chance to play enough games to even be in consideration. Outside of those guys, who's, the next rookie out of this draft class that's, really been, wowing? I'm trying to, think of one. I mean, there's been, a lot of, really decent rookies, but not, Rookie of the Year candidates that I can think of. Tyler Hero's been fine. Brandon Clark's been nice. Kobe White kind of, I thought he was going to be something, but he kind of fell off after the beginning of the season. I can't really think of, that next, there's somebody I'm not thinking of. You guys let me know in the comments.
So they have been winning a lot of games, and he has been the reason. He's, really the only change on this team, and Brandon Clark. And yet they've been in a new situation and winning games. It's crazy. For the Atlanta Hawks, Jeff Teague.
Trae Young, 90. Has he been that?
Actually, I'm pretty surprised he was an 82 overall. Now he's an 80. He was traded to the Hawks now, so he's the backup for Trae Young. 12.1 points per game, 6 assists. Yeah, pretty decent field goal percentage.
Good backup numbers, not good starting numbers.
80 overall is probably where he should be. For the Miami Heat, the only change is Kelly Olynyk. For the most part, he's a little worse than last year, but he's been fine.
3-point shot knocking down.
Fine. There's not really a lot of changes going on with this team. If anything, they've actually been kind of losing lately. So I wouldn't be surprised if some downgrades were going to happen, but nope, it's just Kelly Olynyk +1. For the Hornets, Devontae Graham goes -1, and Cody Zeller
his efficiency's gone down as of late.
Devontae Graham was the best player on this team, and I feel like now it's kind of been Terry Rozier. I do feel like Devontae Graham has been kind of slowing down, and look at that.
Damn, 37%.
It's actually terrible. I feel like Terry Rozier, at least they should be at the same rating at this point of the career. I mean, Devontae Graham's been doing good, don't get me wrong, but just the team's been losing, and
he's been doing what's the best way to put it? Like a non-sexy good, There's sexy good out there, man. Like Kawhi Leonard, you can say he's sexy good, but Devontae Graham, it's non-sexy good, where it's you see the numbers, but they ain't turning you. Okay.
Has been slowing down. So I expect a downgrade rating.
I'm gonna drink my coffee, man.
Cody Zeller also goes -1. He could have stayed at 80 if he really wanted to.
Bro, that's Bryce. Oh, you can't see, but look like Bryce Walker to me all the time.
Rudy
From,
Gobert
13 Reasons Why.
+1, and now Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are tied for best player on the team. I still believe it's Donovan Mitchell, but Rudy Gobert has been having himself a good month.
Yeah, Rudy's great for different reasons.
Points a game, almost 15 rebounds, 2 blocks on really good field goal percentage. So
that's got to be probably top in the NBA, right?
Anchor for this team has been around longer, but I still believe Donovan Mitchell's at least a little better, in my opinion. For the Kings, even though they've been losing, Nemanja Bjelica keeps rising. +1 for him from an 80 to an 81. Yeah, man. I mean, he's been increasing, and that's really it for this team. They've been losing, so they're kind of
they got to make some trades. Sell some of these high assets.
Marvin Bagley III goes -1. I mean, to be fair, he was injured, and he's still kind of injured, so he's kind of trying to get back into that groove for the season, but he's not been playing as well as he was last year, from my understanding. Yeah, just a little worse. For the Knicks, Marcus Morris -1, Julius Randle +1, so they switched spots, and I agree. Julius Randle has been consistently doing good for the
that bitch ass inbound pass.
About getting 20 points.
Bro, Marcus Morris, I don't know, man. Just that fight, man. The weakest fight I've ever seen. I did a reaction to it, guys, if you guys want to see it, but oh my god, weakest fight I've ever seen.
Every single game this year.
Oh, it was bad.
I think now he's been our best player.
I guess it wasn't really Marcus, it was Alfred, but shit, bro.
He should be the best player on the
comments.
Team. For the Lakers, Dwight Howard +1.
Damn,
back to an 81
third best
overall.
player?
He is the third best player on this Lakers team, which I have favorites to win the NBA championship, and it kind of makes it look weird, huh? Because it's like LeBron and Anthony Davis, and then everybody else is just kind of okay.
Yeah, it's the other guys.
Kyle Kuzma also goes +2 from a 76 to a 78.
He's on to a 76.
Kind of coming back to where he needs to. I mean, last year he was averaging 19 a game. Now he's only averaging 13. And I understand it's because probably less minutes and also less touches, and the role he's playing is a lot less. But
yeah, only 25 minutes a game. Wow,
better. For the Magic,
fell off.
Nikola Vucevic goes -1. The team's still doing fine. They're still in a playoff situation, so I don't think.
Damn, Obama 79.
For the Dallas Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis goes -1. I usually would have said yes, but I actually disagree this time. Whenever Luka Doncic doesn't play, he really does step up. And
he's been injured for most of the season. I just feel like Kristaps has not really had the good opportunity to really get in a groove. It seems like he always is just coming back from injury or something's nagging at him. So 84 overall for Kristaps. I never thought I would see that.
He just has a lower rating when Luka's playing, but I do feel like he's a good player, and his role just changes. I still feel like he's a good player.
He's good for the team in real life,
in my opinion. Also, remember that now they have Willie Cauley-Stein on the team as well.
79 overall.
We'll see how good he does with the team in some time. But
damn, I don't know if
I think that's a good piece to add. They literally lost. Where is he? Dwight Powell. Yeah, they lost Dwight Powell, so That's a good pickup for them. Now for the Nets. This is the 8th seed of the East right now, and they might get passed by the Bulls. And
Dinwiddie only an 82
this year with Kyrie Irving, and that's
should be
because
85.
Spencer Dinwiddie obviously goes down 1 because Kyrie Irving is now on the team, and then Jared Allen also goes down 1. This team has not been winning games lately.
That's true.
It's kind of because of Kyrie.
Except
I'm not saying it's
Detroit.
because of Kyrie, but it's kind of because of Kyrie. For the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr. +2 from a 79 to an 81. Man,
I don't know. I've only watched 2 Nets games as of late, and it was against Detroit, and both of them, damn, like straight up, they just beat the Pistons every time. Have that be, Kyrie or Dinwiddie.
I called this dude when
Two-headed monster.
When I saw him in the rookie class, I was like, this guy looks like a winner. Like, you can just tell he looks like a baller. And I've been right. He's been very,
he had a
very
varsity
good.
jacket.
At the
for
moment,
sure.
he's the 3rd best player on the Nuggets, but not really because Jamal Murray is not
like
playing
the quarterback.
right now. But he could pass Paul Millsap, and that would make him the 3rd best player on the team. I mean, he's been ridiculous scoring wise. He only says 7.7 points per game on really good efficiency, but
he makes the most of his moments.
6 minutes a game. He's been starting a couple games, and he's been very good in those games.
He makes the most of his moments,
which I know people hate, but 20 points a game on 11 rebounds. On great efficiency is pretty good for a per 36. For the Pacers, remember, Victor Oladipo returns today.
Did y'all see that shot, man? Oh, my God. Bro, he said straight up mama mentality. Rest in peace, Kobe. Oladipo, I'm so happy for Pacer fans getting their player back like that. It's got to feel nice. It's got to feel nice.
He's not injured anymore. And then Malcolm Brogdon -1. I feel like he should have just stayed there. We'll
I haven't
see
heard his
how they
name in a
play
while.
together.
Has he been balling?
But yeah, this should be an interesting team. I mean, they're already winning without Oladipo. They might start winning even more with him. For the Pelicans, Zion +1.
Sleepers
and I
in the
think that's
East.
good for him. I mean, he's averaging 18 points a game, 8 rebounds.
Damn, 67
very
from 3.
good stats on
Oh my
great
God.
efficiency. And his 3-point field goal percentage is stupid because
Holy
he hit like
shit,
4
bro.
threes in a row. He's been fantastic so far and is exactly where
Do
you
we
expect.
still shoot him?
He could have a higher rating pretty soon, but at the moment, 82 overall. For the Pistons, -2 Andre Drummond. I'm going to kind of chew him out here for a second.
Let's hear it.
So he goes -2. The Detroit Pistons have the talent to be a playoff team. I'm going to give him a pass for a second. Reggie Jackson has missed most of the season. Blake Griffin is like beyond hurt. Like, I'm not even going to be surprised if his career ends soon because this guy is always hurt. Like,
He's always hurt, and when he has played, you could see he was still injuries being a big issue.
insane. And he's just been terrible this year compared to last year. Luke
Yeah,
Kennard
it's
just got injured. So I understand that situations have been happening. It hasn't been great. But let's be real here. Derrick Rose has been awesome this year.
Yep.
Okay. Reggie Jackson, you have him now. Luke Kennard has been having himself a very good season. Christian Wood's been having a good season. Your bench is not bad. Langston Galloway, Bruce Brown,
Yeah, the
Thon
bench has been
Maker,
nice.
Markieff Morris, Tim Frazier. Like, there's good people on this bench. Tony Snell, who was a starter last year. Like, there's good players on this bench. You are the best player on this team. You are probably the best rebounder in the league.
I think the biggest issue, though, is Andre Drummond is that when completely healthy, I don't think Andre is viewed as the number 1 option anymore. And now he's kind of being forced back into that role. And plain and simple, like, Andre, you cannot be a good team when your best player is the type of player that Drummond is. Like, if Drummond was like let's say we had Blake Griffin, he was balling out, playing like an all-star last year. Luke Kennard, Derrick Rose doing his thing. Then you're looking at Andre Drummond as like a 3rd or 4th option doing stuff like this, and it's a lot better. But no, I agree. I don't think Drummond, he's not really a leader. He's not really a leader. He should not be a guy you build around. He should be a guy that is part of, the overall success of the team. And this season, he's been asked to play a role that just doesn't fit him.
Average 17 a game. You have good efficiency. You
Yeah,
even play great defense.
They're all-star
But
numbers.
you're not winning. You aren't a guy that's taking over games and winning games, and this team needs you to be that guy, because if not, y'all are never going to touch the playoffs, and if y'all do, y'all are going to get swept. You need to change your game or something, because they are just
I
not
just think he is who he
winning,
is.
And you have the talent. Andre Drummond needs to step up. For the Raptors, we do this every single roster update. We say Kyle.
I get what he's saying, but in the end of the day, you can only blame injuries so much, and the Pistons just in general. I will say, we could get the 8th spot. I don't think we're going to. I feel like a team like the Brooklyn or Chicago Bulls are going to do it before us. But all things considered, the Pistons have the most used lineups in the currently in the NBA, like first or second in the NBA in that department. I think it's something crazy like 42 different lineups this season. And just with all the injuries and chemistry and stuff like that, I just don't think it's meant to be. Do I blame Drummond for that? I mean, I guess, yeah, you can blame a portion on him. I just don't think he's a guy that is destined to lead a team to the playoffs. He's a third option.
Lowry has gone up one
on a good
one.
team.
This time he went up
First
one.
option, clearly on a bad team.
He just changes every single roster update by one. It's kind of funny. For the Rockets, Russell Westbrook goes +1. For the past couple weeks, Russell Westbrook was outplaying James Harden.
Yeah, he playing like
absolutely
OKC
deserves
Russell
that. I mean,
again.
he's averaging 26 a game, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Better field goal percentage than last year. His 3-point field goal percentage is terrible. He just needs to stop shooting threes. But field goal percentage-wise, he's been pretty good, better than usual. So I think that Russell Westbrook is doing a very, very good job. Everyone said how these two can't work out together, but I feel like they've been doing a pretty good job. Also, Eric Gordon, who got 50 points the other day, goes +3. He did it for Kobe.
Damn, +3 for a 50. See, that's why, like, I understand Eric Gordon's playing good, and I respect the 50-point game. It's amazing. But I just don't get, like, how does Eric Gordon go up 3 points and Chris Middleton doesn't get touched at all? Like, not even like a +1. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't get.
He has been very good, and that was because I think Russell Westbrook and James Harden weren't playing, and he got 50 points. For the Spurs, LaMarcus Aldridge -1, DeMar DeRozan +1. Now DeMar DeRozan is the best player on the team.
Has LaMarcus not been playing good?
Also, Derek White goes +1, while Rudy Gay goes -1. I've been saying that Derek White and Jonte Murray are the tied for the third best player on the team, with Rudy Gay being the 5th. He's been the third best player on the team for a while. At the end of the day, this is another team like the Pistons where they have the talent and they're just not winning, and it's frustrating because they could be a playoff team and they're just not. For the Suns, DeAndre Ayton goes +1, not 18 points a game, 12 rebounds, 1.4 blocks, good efficiency. He's a very good player. For the Thunder, Danilo Gallinari +1, as he deserves, and so does Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Both of them deserve
overall.
+1s.
CP3 87, good for him.
And everybody's been doing a good job for this team. Andrew Wiggins -2.
Damn.
I remember when I was starting the season off by praising him about how good he's been doing this year, and now he's been doing terrible. So there goes
What's that?
Yeah,
the law of
like
averages or
25
something?
points a game. I was at like 22.
I don't know. Probably not that.
But yeah, they're just not. I mean, that's weird. 82 overall, he's averaging 23 points a game. It's so weird. Damian Lillard +1. He's been actually going insane lately. I think he's been averaging like a ridiculous amount of points in the past couple, like this past month, like 40 a game or something stupid like that, or 38 a game. He's been insane. Draymond Green -1.
Damn.
He leaves the 80 overall club.
79 overall for Dre.
And I disagree. I feel like he's been doing fine. Just the team doesn't have talent. They're not gonna win, but he's still getting his like 8 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds a game, which is fine. And he's a great defender, so I feel like he should have just stayed at 80 overall, but 79, I guess. And finally, the last one is Isaiah Thomas -1. Now the same rating with Ish Smith, 12 points a game.
Zero
not been playing great. His
Zero
field goal percentage
defense.
is fine. It's not great. It was 3-point field goal percentage is really good. But at the end of the day, there's just a team that's not winning, and he's not been doing great either. But that's it for this roster update, guys. Do you guys agree?
All right, there we go. Good video. Always a good analysis right there. Thank you all so much for watching, man. Check out Pat Gamer's channel, link in the description below. That's all we got. And peace out, guys.